Acoustic Solutions TV, model number LCD32805 HD. The problem with it is it's dead, and we look down here where our light is. I'm going to just plug it in now. And we get our light on. And by pressing the channel plus, it goes out and it comes back on. But we don't get any backlights. Normally if you just lightly press on the screen, you'll see a faint hint of the light coming through the LCD screen. What I'm going to do now is take the back off and have a look and see what we can see. Okay, I'm looking at it now, and what we have here inside this is a Vestel type chassis. It's a 17PW 20 version 1 power supply, and I'll just give you a closer shot of that. Here's our power supply. It's a standard Vestel type power supply, and I'm just going to do a bit of fault finding on that. The backlights are not working. I'll just get to reposition this camera. Okay, we're going to just check our 5V supply first, and as per usual with Vestel schematics, it's the schematics covers different versions of the same power supply. So bear with me when I try to figure this out. I should have a 5V supply. And TL805, and it's pins 2 or 3. One, 2 and 3 it says, but I know it's 3.3 on one of them, and it's 5V on the other. So we have our 5V supply come out of the main power supply. Okay, we'll just have a look and see we've got our 24V present here. On plug PL802. No, 24V supply. Right, on pin 6 on connector PL803, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 3.3V now at the moment, and what I'm going to do is just press the channel up button. If you can get it. One sec. Switch off first. Power back up again. Okay. Now I'm just pressing the channel up. See, it goes down to 0V and it comes back up to 3.3V. And let's see, does our 24V appear during that brief period. First of all, I'm going to have to power it down. I'm on the connector of PL802, the 24V supply to the inverters. Power back up, and nothing, no change, none. Okay, I'm going to have to take this power supply out now and see can we figure out something on the bench, see can we figure out what's wrong with it. I've been looking at this power supply, and I've checked it for any dry joints that might be on the solder, checked the capacitors, make sure none of them are bulging. Done an ESR test on them with the meter in circuit, just a quick one. But something came to mind about these power supplies. It's these two 15 nano capacitors down here. They gave intermittent shutdown of the back lights on various different Vestel models throughout the years, and I'm just going to take them out first and check them, make sure they're okay. Okay, we're going to just have a visual of these, and I see something already on one of them. See, can we get it on camera? Get a bit of a reflection on it. That one there is nice and smooth. If you look at it, there's no bulges or anything on it. This other one then, however, if I can catch it on the, see, there's a little bit of a bulge on it, and the same this side. I'm going to have to replace these two capacitors first and see how we go from there. I'll do a capacitance check on these two capacitors I took out of the power supply just to show you. This is an old capacitance meter I have for years. It's not an ESR type. It will check most capacitors. I'm going to check this one here first and see we have 0.05 nanofarad on that one. That's the one with the bulge on it. And on this one we got 0.7 of a nanofarad on that. Now compare these to ones I've taken out of another board, and let's see, get the lead. We got about 17 nanofarad on it. Bear in mind I do have my fingers on it as well, so just get that. Take my fingers off. And 16.7 nanofarad on that one. And 16.7 nanofarad on that as well. It is an old meter. It wouldn't be 100% accurate, but it's enough to give me a guide that these two are definitely open circuit, and that one there has had a problem with over voltage. The insulation has broke down, hence the bulging. I'll put these capacitors in now. Power supply is back in, just held in with a couple of screws. Going to plug it in. Plugged in. Just got to monitor my 24 volt line. That's the unit switched off. That's switched on. Now I'm going to take it out of standby. Out of standby. You can see on our meter we have 24 volts on the meter, and we possibly have backlights now. And very hard to see. Yes, I can see backlights through some of the holes in the back of the screen. We're going to switch it on now to see what happens. Pressing this power button. We'll take it out of standby and we'll wait. And there we are, an old analog type signal. An old analog type raster with no signal, the snowy screen. You won't get that with the new digital systems. I hope that's of some help to someone out there working on those power supplies. It's not just to this model of TV, it's a 17PW20 V1. Those capacitors do give trouble from intermittent shutdown to no backlight. I should say intermittent backlights to no backlights. I've often seen them below the two transistors associated with it as well. Thanks for watching.